Stars, the halo and the stars and the journey. It was so crazy, and we come through time first thing in this early morning, and we celebrate this time of our life. And it was just a lie. Look, I've got to speak quietly because it's 6 in the morning. I've already done my first hour of guitar playing, and I've got my first soup and my coffee brewing, and my rig is up. I'm doing some work using this amp. And what's it set at? Well, it's set at, it's on JTM 45. Doesn't look like there's a lot of gain on it, so I guess it's clean. Look, the EQ's level all the way through and there's no effects going on, so I guess I'm running that like a clean early Marshall JTM 45 model. And I'm going in to Tube Screamer first. It's the Michelangelo Batio signature Tube Screamer that I go on about so much, and that's going into the Crazy Cacti, which is quite fascinatingly making a sound so close that I don't think you'd be able to pick it apart of a DOD 250. So like I'm getting the DOD 250 sound out of that in its current settings, which you take note of. Okay, now basically, right, I'd be exactly the same to get the Tube Screamer sound, the exact Tube Screamer sound of a TS808, right? I would keep that switch down, but this switch that's up, I'd flick that down, and these two would stay in the same place. This one would come all the way down, so it's about like that, pointing like that. And this end one is the boost. Okay, so when it's on minimum, okay, kick it on, and it's just like it just gives you a nudge with both level and gain, okay, and it does that as you turn it up. Level and gain go up as you turn it up, so it's just up a notch. So it's like it's there, and absolute minimum is like there. It's a tiny little notch, and yeah, when I kick that on, it's just like it's open full floodgates. So yeah, we're going from like the Michelangelo Batio Tube Screamer, which is in Tube Screamer mode, not the, when you click that switch up, it's a low end, like a Tube Screamer with a fuckload of low end. It's odd. And it breaks up a little bit more, even in its minimum settings. It's like general overdrive sound. It's just a bit more broken up, and the low end is woof. It's great though, very good. And you can tame it. You can like turn, balance out the volume so it's not a huge kick. Anyway, so yeah, so guitar, which is at this moment the Yamaha, but I'm just about to switch over on the telly, so I was starting to drift into the old coil. What I was doing on the Yamaha, and I thought, and I just seen someone on YouTube playing a telly, and I thought, I really fancy playing a telly. And he was doing a skit on, you know how like the switch on a telly like falls off. Like, do you like this nice chrome switch on here? Do you like the chrome switch gear on there? Do you like these saddles, by the way? How cool are they? They're Japanese stainless steel roller saddles. Well, like the roller bit is stainless steel. The rest of it's just chrome plated, I think, or maybe nickel plated. And an interesting strap pickup in the bridge. And he did. It's like this. It is on a plate, on a copper plate that he made. You can see it's been done with tin snips quite crudely. But it does all work exactly like a telly pickup, and it's all glued together in there. It's not something you could really take apart easily. But I'll show you one day when I open it up. But that's a crazy pickup that somebody made, sort of adapted anyway. And I'm leaving it, or if it comes out of this guitar, which it probably shouldn't, because, you know, with the belly scoop and the rounded sides and the fact that it's got a Strat neck on it, it probably should stay as a hybrid. You know, it's hybrid Strat Telly. I fucking love the guitar. I really do. And, you know, I always really dreamed of having a Paisley Telly. I did, and I never really, you know, gave it too much thought. I just admired them so much, and I thought, oh, and I love mine because it's subtle. It's like it doesn't jump straight out. It's not bright pink or blue, and it's not wallpaper. It's nicely done, and because it's like an early 80s Korean guitar, and it's solid body as well. It's older, solid older body, so it's kind of got some fucking panache to it. You know, it's very, you know, I wish I had the original neck and stuff. It's a Cort. But I've looked at the shape of the headstock, and it wouldn't be a difficult one to get something similar. Like, there's that really cheap guitar that everybody reviews, Glary. They've got the same sort of shape headstock, so you could do something. But to be honest, mate, it's a playing guitar. I keep using it for recording, so it's fucking staying. All the guitars on the wall get used in the studio a lot. I don't know if you've noticed a few subtle things that I've done to this. Ooh. Very subtle things I've done to the Golden Goose, just to sort of narc it up a little bit. Very subtle things. Yeah. Black screw set, different pickups. See that? They're like they're the Allen Key style pole piece pickups, and yeah. So yeah, they're a bit more heavy metal, and they're Floyd Rose spacing as well, and because it was like for like, that was an easy do. But yeah, not that the pickups in it were bad, it's just that like these ones are a lot better. You'll hear when I play it, and it hasn't, if Malco's watching, it hasn't fucked up the bit of voodoo in there, which I still don't understand. And I looked at the pickups phase and, you know, which way, whether it pushed and pulled in what direction and all that, and it's all exactly the same. But yeah, and it does that thing in the middle position. It's really coily. So I'm going to go on to the Black Axle Telly. And so yeah, so I'm Michelangelo Battio's wonderful cultured Tube Screamer clone, which I do highly recommend, because it's a Tube Screamer with some added bonuses, true bypass, and you know, it's a TS-808 clone. It's you know, perfectly alright, and then when you flick it up, it's got that low end thing. It's worth a go. And the Crazy Cacti just ended up being much more pedal than I ever expected it would. I'm going to have to do an episode about that. This is being used for delays, so it's just, I'm bypassing all of the amp modelling, cab sim and all of that. It's just whoosh, and it's being used like a delay with an expression pedal. That's exactly what it is. And I've got 3 channels, so this here means that the effect is on, means the delay or whatever is on. Oops. Right, so this is like a quick delay. Oh, you can't hear it, there's no point. But this is like a dum 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 dum. Then this is a 1000 millisecond delay, so it's like dum dum dum. Right? And then this, and you see the effect goes off, is a pitch shifter. And I have to, so I have to stamp on it, yeah, to get the pitch shifter up. So it's not actually on, because it does alter the sound quite a bit. So it's like, and I'm at the peak of the note and I pull back. So that's how that one works. And so it's actually set. You see, most of them are set so the effect is on when you go on that channel. On it, yeah. But on this one, I turned it off. It's really cool how you can set this up. Like, it's a really simple machine to use, but you can really get into its guts and do some stuff with it. You know, I adore this machine. And of course, so I'm going dum, dum, then out. And with that lead, goes into the governor, which is doing the usual martially stuff. And that is so that I can have a clean and a switchable gain channel. And as I say, we're going into a clean JTM 45 model, which is perfectly acceptable sound in the headphones that Chris fucking wonderfully sorted me out. My headphones broke and he gave me these, and they sound very, very similar. I know they're nothing special, but they're great. They're perfect for me. I don't need anything more than that at this stage. They're very neutral, you know. And they work a treat. Now these are the 201s or something. Yeah, HD 201s. The others are EH 150s, and it's actually Sirius XM Studios that put me onto those because they use them all the time. Anyway, look, notes written everywhere. I love it. It's 6:15, and I'm probably waking up people by talking, so I should shut the fuck up and get on with it. But I'm working on some wicked stuff. But I'm going to get to my soup and my coffee. My French breakfast. Alright, my beautiful people. Looks like it's a wonderful day out there. So I hope you enjoy it. Like, I'm having a tough time mentally, staying grounded and motivated and positive mainly. And it being good, like not being an evil cussing. Because I have a tendency right at the minute to go poisonous at rest. It's like when I'm not doing, actively steering myself, I have a tendency at rest to sort of go kind of poisonous. So like a wounded cunt, I'm sort of isolating myself from people, but I'm full of love and joy. That's the God's honest truth. I mean that. Like, I'm full of love and joy for all things. It's just, I'm going through a breakup and I don't want it to get mean, and I'm doing my absolute best to just make sure everything's cushy and not upset anyone and not get too upset myself. Yeah, I love the New Forest, and I love the dog, so it's complicated. I don't know, it's not that complicated, but you know what I'm saying. It's just difficult. Anyway, I'm safe for today, and that's all I have to think about is today. So I'm going to get on with it. Actually, believe it or not, I'm going to get on with it actually. Boom! Boom! There we go. This machine is really fucking cool. I shall talk about this at some point. But yeah, the other one, I'm still in training mode on that. Alright, I'll see you later.